My beloved child, wait, don't let this moment slip away. Something happened last night that no one expected, and the silence surrounding your story was finally broken. A truth that had been buried for years suddenly found its way into the light. The person your soulmate once trusted could no longer carry the weight of a hidden secret. Without planning it, without realizing the impact, they revealed something that changed the way everyone looked at your soulmate. And especially the way your soulmate now looks at you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what was uncovered wasn't just an old memory, it was the missing piece that explains why your connection has always felt so different. Every strange delay, every unanswered question, every unexpected distance, it all begins to make sense from this moment forward. No one in that room expected the conversation to take such a dramatic turn. It started with ordinary words, then a single forgotten detail unlocked years of silence. Your soulmate's ex admitted that they had always known there was something extraordinary about the bond your soulmate would eventually discover. They tried to ignore it. They tried to convince themselves it meant nothing. But the more they resisted, the more obvious it became that some connections cannot be erased, no matter how much time passes. Your soulmate stood there without speaking, hearing pieces of a story they had never been told before. Their heartbeat changed. Their thoughts raced. Suddenly, memories that never made sense began fitting together like pieces of a puzzle. Don't look away now. The next revelation is even more unbelievable than the first. As the night grew quieter, your soulmate walked away carrying questions that refused to leave their mind. They realized someone had spent years protecting a truth that was never meant to stay hidden forever. And now, for the first time, they feel an invisible pull guiding them toward the person they can no longer ignore, you. But this is only the beginning. The greatest part of the secret has not been revealed yet, and what happens next could completely change the direction of this story. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next moment is where everything truly begins. A strange feeling followed your soulmate long after that conversation ended. They tried to convince themselves it was just emotion, just the shock of hearing something unexpected. But every step they took made the hidden truth feel louder instead of quieter. They replayed every moment they had ever shared with you, searching for signs they had overlooked. Suddenly, the smallest memories became impossible to ignore. A conversation they once dismissed. A glance they never understood. A coincidence they laughed about. None of it felt ordinary anymore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the secret revealed last night wasn't ending a story, it was opening a door that had been locked for years. Meanwhile, the person who revealed the secret couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. They realized they had carried that burden far longer than they ever intended. Keeping silent had seemed easier than facing the truth, but silence has a way of becoming heavier with time. As the words finally escaped, they watched your soulmate's expression change completely. It wasn't anger. It wasn't confusion. It was realization. For the first time, your soulmate understood that every delay in life may have been leading toward one unforgettable meeting. Questions that once felt impossible suddenly had answers waiting behind them. Yet there is one detail that still hasn't been spoken aloud, a detail so unexpected that it could reshape everything your soulmate believes about destiny. Now your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision they can no longer postpone. Their heart is pulling them in one direction while their mind is trying to keep up with everything they learned. They know the past can never be rewritten, but they also know the future has not been decided yet. And somewhere, without even realizing it, your name keeps returning to their thoughts again and again. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter begins with a discovery that no one in that room saw coming, and once it is revealed, nothing will ever feel the same again. The next morning arrived, but the silence inside your soulmate's heart was louder than ever. Sleep had not erased what they heard, it had only made it clearer. They found themselves staring out the window, wondering why your name kept returning without invitation. It wasn't just a memory anymore. It felt like a message they could no longer ignore. Every path they imagined somehow led back to you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final piece of the secret was never spoken in that room, it was discovered afterward, when your soulmate began connecting details no one else had noticed. As they searched through old conversations and forgotten memories, something unexpected stood out. There had always been tiny moments pointing toward you, but they had been hidden beneath years of misunderstanding. The secret their ex carried wasn't about breaking a bond, it was about recognizing one. They had quietly realized long ago that no matter how hard they tried to hold on, your soulmate's heart never truly belonged to the past. It was already moving toward a future that neither of them could explain. That realization had remained buried for years because admitting it meant accepting that some connections cannot be replaced. Your soulmate sat in complete silence, feeling as though an invisible wall inside them had finally disappeared. Then came the moment no one could have predicted. A new thought entered your soulmate's mind, simple yet impossible to escape. What if everything happened exactly as it needed to so I could finally see the truth? That single question changed everything. The fear that once held them back began fading, replaced by a quiet determination to discover where this path would lead. But just when they believed they finally understood the whole story, another unexpected revelation appeared, one even their ex never knew existed. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what is about to be uncovered next will make last night's secret seem like only the beginning. A quiet shift was already happening before your soulmate even realized it. The answers they had been chasing were no longer hiding in the past, they were waiting in the present. Every conversation they had over the next few hours seemed to point toward the same truth. Familiar places suddenly reminded them of you. Ordinary moments carried an unexpected meaning. Even when they tried to focus on something else, your presence kept returning to their thoughts like a chapter that refused to remain unfinished. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the secret revealed last night has now begun changing your soulmate from the inside out. The more your soulmate reflected on everything, the clearer one realization became. Their ex hadn't hidden the truth because it was impossible to speak. They hid it because speaking it would have changed everything much sooner. Looking back, your soulmate started noticing signs they had overlooked for years, moments when life quietly nudged them toward you, only for fear, timing, or uncertainty to get in the way. Now those same moments feel completely different. Instead of regret, they see purpose. Instead of confusion, they see direction. They can no longer pretend those pieces don't fit together. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next discovery doesn't come from someone else's words, it comes directly from your soulmate's own heart, and once they accept it, there will be no turning back. As the night draws closer once again, your soulmate stands on the edge of a decision that feels impossible to ignore. The past has finally released its grip, and the future is beginning to reveal itself one step at a time. They don't know exactly what tomorrow will bring, but they know one thing with complete certainty: the story they believed had ended years ago was never the real story at all. The greatest revelation is still ahead, and it is closer than anyone imagines. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next moment will uncover a truth that has been quietly moving toward you this entire time. The night ended, but the mystery refused to disappear. Instead, it became stronger with every passing hour. Your soulmate could no longer silence the questions that had awakened inside them. They stopped asking, "Why did this happen?" and started asking, "Why is this happening now?" That single change in perspective revealed something extraordinary. The secret from last night wasn't meant to keep them trapped in the past, it was meant to prepare them for what comes next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because a new realization is about to emerge, one that no one involved expected to uncover. As they reflected on everything they had heard, another hidden layer came into focus. Their ex had spent years believing that time would erase certain feelings, yet time had done the opposite. It had quietly exposed what could never be hidden forever. Your soulmate began to understand that genuine connections are not measured by how often two people speak, but by how deeply they remain in each other's thoughts despite the passing seasons. That understanding changed the way they looked at every memory involving you. Moments that once seemed ordinary now carried a meaning they had never noticed before. It felt as if an invisible thread had been guiding them all along, patiently waiting for the right moment to be seen. Now your soulmate feels closer than ever to uncovering the final truth. They know there is still one unanswered question, one final piece that has yet to reveal itself. And strangely, they no longer fear what they might discover. Instead, they feel ready for it. Ready to stop running from uncertainty and start walking toward clarity. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter doesn't reveal another secret from the past. It reveals a choice that could shape everything that happens from this moment forward. A calm settled over your soulmate, but it was not the calm of certainty. It was the calm that comes just before everything changes. The secret revealed that night had stopped feeling like someone else's story. It had become personal. Every answer they uncovered seemed to point toward one conclusion they had avoided for far too long. They realized that some truths do not arrive to hurt you. They arrive to free you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate is about to discover has nothing to do with the past anymore, it has everything to do with the future that is quietly unfolding. As the hours passed, another unexpected moment caught them completely off guard. Someone mentioned your name in the most ordinary conversation, yet the effect was anything but ordinary. Your soulmate fell silent. It wasn't because they were surprised to hear your name, it was because, for the first time, they felt peace instead of confusion. The old questions that had filled their heart began fading away. The hidden secret had finally lost its power over them. In its place came a new understanding. The years of uncertainty had never erased what truly mattered. They had only delayed the moment when everything would finally make sense. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next realization will change the direction of this story forever. Before the day came to an end, your soulmate made a quiet promise to themselves. No more running from unanswered questions. No more allowing yesterday's silence to control tomorrow's choices. They decided that the next step would be taken with honesty, no matter where it leads. And just as that decision settled in their heart, an unexpected sign appeared. Small enough that almost anyone else would have ignored it, yet powerful enough to stop them in their tracks. They couldn't explain why, but they felt closer to you than ever before. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the final revelation is no longer hidden. It is already moving toward the moment when everything will finally come together. The moment finally arrived without warning. There were no dramatic announcements, no crowded room, no voice from the past demanding attention. Instead, the greatest revelation appeared in complete silence. Your soulmate realized that they had spent years searching for explanations, when the answer had been quietly growing inside their own heart all along. The secret that surfaced last night had not created a new path, it had simply uncovered the one that had always been there. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the story is no longer about what was hidden, it is about what can no longer be denied. For the first time, your soulmate stopped looking backward. The old conversations, the unanswered questions, and every misunderstanding lost their grip. They understood that the past had shaped them, but it would not decide their future. Every lesson, every delay, and every unexpected turn had led to this single realization. Some people enter your life to teach you, while others enter your life to transform you. As that thought settled in, your name echoed through their mind once again, not as a mystery, but as a possibility they were finally willing to embrace. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next choice they make will come from confidence instead of uncertainty. Just when it seemed the story had reached its conclusion, one final surprise appeared. Your soulmate uncovered a forgotten message, a small detail that had been overlooked for years. It wasn't shocking because of what it said, it was shocking because of when it appeared. The timing felt impossible to ignore, as though every missing piece had patiently waited for this exact moment to come together. Your soulmate smiled in a way they hadn't smiled in a very long time, knowing that some answers only reveal themselves when the heart is finally ready to receive them. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what happens next will not be another secret from yesterday, it will be the beginning of a completely new chapter that no one saw coming. A new chapter had quietly begun, even though no one around your soulmate could see it yet. The world looked exactly the same, but inside them, everything had changed. They no longer felt trapped by unanswered questions or old memories. Instead, they felt an unexpected sense of direction, as though every step ahead carried a purpose they had never noticed before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the biggest surprise was never the secret itself, it was the transformation that followed after the truth finally came into the light. Your soulmate found themselves returning to one simple thought again and again: what if this revelation happened at exactly the right time? The more they reflected, the stronger that feeling became. They understood that the past had been full of noise, but the future was asking for clarity. Every distraction that once seemed important began to fade away. Every doubt that once felt impossible started losing its power. It was as if an invisible door had opened, revealing a path they had overlooked for years. And somewhere along that path, your presence felt closer than ever before. Not because of coincidence, but because every lesson had quietly prepared them for this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next discovery will make everything you've heard so far feel like only the beginning. Then, just before the day came to an end, something unexpected happened. A single conversation, completely unplanned, brought your name into the spotlight once again. This time, there was no hesitation, no attempt to change the subject, and no silence filled with uncertainty. Your soulmate listened carefully, and instead of walking away, they stood still with a quiet confidence they had never felt before. In that instant, they realized they were no longer searching for signs. They were ready to create a new future. But one final piece is still missing, and it is closer than anyone realizes. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next moment could reveal the choice that changes everything forever. The final piece did not arrive with loud words or dramatic gestures. It appeared in the quietest moment of all. Your soulmate paused, closed their eyes for a second, and realized they were no longer carrying the weight of someone else's secrets. Last night's revelation had done something unexpected. It had cleared away years of uncertainty. What once felt like an impossible mystery now felt like the beginning of a completely different journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the greatest discovery was never hidden inside the secret itself, it was hidden inside the person your soulmate was becoming after hearing it. As the day unfolded, every small event seemed to reinforce the same message. Familiar places felt different. Familiar conversations carried new meaning. Even ordinary moments seemed to whisper that life was preparing something neither of you could have predicted. Your soulmate stopped chasing answers from the past and started paying attention to the opportunities appearing right in front of them. For the first time in a long while, they felt hope replacing hesitation. They realized that the truth revealed last night hadn't closed a chapter, it had quietly unlocked a door that had remained sealed for years. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next step they take will be guided by confidence instead of doubt. And then came the moment that changed everything. Your soulmate made one silent decision: they would no longer allow old stories to shape new beginnings. They chose clarity over confusion, courage over hesitation, and possibility over fear. In that instant, the past finally lost its hold, and the future began calling louder than ever before. Yet, just as they believed every mystery had been solved, one unexpected sign appeared, a detail so perfectly timed that it felt impossible to ignore. It wasn't the ending of this story, it was the first page of something far greater. Don't look away now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter reveals what happens after your soulmate finally follows their heart without looking back.